Hello guys and welcome back to some more World of Tanks, bringing you a long replay today. Got quite a few games under my belt that I've had pretty good results in. This one was from a few weeks ago, but the other ones were all from one play session. And this is why it's called Great/Terrible. It is because, as you can see in the next bunch of ones, those were all from one play session. Also had two other just as good games. One of them was better than all the other games you will see, but I didn't record those two because I left the game early, and obviously didn't realise I had such a good game. Then when I came back I saw the score results and was like, oh well, I didn't record the rest of it, so there's no point in bringing those to you. But yeah, great and terrible, right? Because some really great games from me personally. Obviously I'm not boasting about my gameplay or anything, but I had some good results. But from that play session, my win rate was absolutely abysmal. Now obviously you can see from those games that, obviously I had some pretty bad games, but the majority of them were really good. And unfortunately, that didn't seem to help win me any games. Now that's why I don't really care much for win rates, because no matter how good you are, if your team are absolutely terrible, there's not much you can do. You can try to pull back the game as much as you like, but if the rest of your team throw it away, then what can you do, right? Because quite honestly, so many games in my last play session, I had about 20-30 games, I guess, quite a few games. A good portion of those I basically just getting into a position that I liked using, but yeah, by the time I got into them, 2 or 3 of my teammates had already been killed, and we were down like 20% health compared to the other team. Absolutely ridiculous. Not much I can do about that, just the way it is. This one is obviously, like I said, a few weeks ago. I had one of my clan mates was in the game. Unfortunately, he's just got killed, I believe. We weren't platooned up or anything. Just luck that we were in the same game. And yeah, we're just using the Eradicator. I really like this tank. It's my typical kind of hold down tank, but it's also an autoloader. But we are in a tier 10 game, so we do have to be very careful. Luckily there's no artillery. As you can see, we're not having a particularly good game right now. We've got about 1,000 combined, but we do have a kill under our belt, and our team is slightly better in health wise, same amount of tanks, but we've got slightly more health overall. As you can see, we are loading a APCR because we were struggling early in this game to pen anything, because obviously we're up against a lot of tier 10s. Didn't need the and there goes that guy, shows his face. Don't really need APCR for those, but they were loaded up anyway, so as you can see, there is a lot of action going on over here, and we haven't got that many. We've got a medium, and we've got a couple of TDs that I don't know if that one at the back can actually hit anything, where possibly. And then yeah, we can get some side shots into this tier 10, trying to check him in place. We do not want to get hit by that thing, and he is kind of looking at me because he's getting annoyed, but hey, he's the one that pushed, right? Hoping one of my teammates takes him out, but he actually goes to the medium tank over there. We do put another shot into him. Unfortunately, didn't have enough shells to finish him off, unfortunately, because that would have been very nice to get another tier 10 kill under our belt. And he backs up just in time. Unfortunately, he is a tier 8. There's not that many tanks left in the game, but we've got well over 3,000 combined damage in a tier 10 game. Being bottom tier, that's, you know, I had a good game. But there is some damage still to be put out. There's 2 enemies over there, there's a third one in the middle, so there's 2 enemies unaccounted for. We get spotted, unfortunately, and there it is. We can probably deal with that ourselves. We have full health. We've got a full chamber of, and we got a TD that's coming to back us up. Put a shot into. He's not even looking at us. Luckily, trying to track him in place. But he repairs it, and we've got to wait for a. And again, he's still not looking at us, which is, you know, more than happy to deal with that. And he's looking at that TD. Unfortunately, don't get the shot in. Yeah, we've just got the 1 kill, but we've got over 4,000 combined damage. More than happy with that result. Like I said, being bottom tier, you could get taken out in a couple of shots by tier 10 TDs. So yeah. And yeah, we only lost 1 more tank since I was talking about the difference in the percentage of health. We've got 10, and they've got 2 tanks left. Well, 1 tank left. Yeah, so we're unlikely to get any more shots off. There we go. End of the game. Got 1 kill, unfortunately. I think if we got a couple more kills, we might have got a mastery out of that game. Because, yeah, we're putting a lot of shots into tier 10s. And, yeah. So, quite a bit of my second place as well. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, and obviously I do have a couple replays in the Progetto 66. Because obviously I was getting the last bit of XP on the tier 9, and I've finally got the tier 10. Unfortunately, I played about 4 games in the tier 10 and had absolutely terrible games in it. So, yeah, very unfortunate. But I've had a fair few games in the tier 9. I probably will not sell the tier 9 because I had quite a few good games in it. Again, this tier 10 light tank is in a very forward position. Now you'd think, okay, take a couple of hits, but he'll get out of dodge. Nope. Looks like he's gonna. Might as well put all my shots in, right? Getting a tier 10 kill. I've got to go for a full reload now. That's unfortunate, but we got a tier 10 kill, and we got almost 1,000 damage. I'm more than happy with that result, and I'm hoping the enemy team doesn't just really aggressively push. Would have loved a shell in right now to hit the back of that guy, but I really do want that full reload. But I think in some of these replays you will see the disaster of the old auto reloaders, where I preemptively shoot when I think I'm going to be reloaded, and obviously I was like a split second too early and have to wait even longer for a reload. And yeah, and unfortunately we are going to be a little bit limited here. We would like to get up behind these guys, but there is a 4005 up there who could probably do us a lot of damage. 705 there is side on. We can put a lovely shot into him, track him. Hopefully waiting for another reload here. Maybe should have put in heat, when I'm getting up on personal with these heavies. He does put a shot into me, but we're going to take him out because we got our full shells loaded. We'll obviously try to get fully reloaded. I'd love to help this light tank out who's trying to take this 4005 out. But yeah, that is very unfortunate. Got taken out. this side looks a bit pretty much doomed, right? We're outnumbered. Our team is losing. And we track him, but we do no damage, and he repairs it straight away. And we've got to be very careful here. Very careful. And this is why I'm a little bit stuck at this point. I do not want to be getting pushed by these guys on the hill here. But I really want to be supporting the guys on the side. But he's looking in the opposite direction. Put a lovely shell into the back of that guy. The tiger mouse. Now I normally get the season pass if it's got a World War II tank that I really want as the either the 6001 price gauge one or the top one tier 100 reward. But yeah, the tiger mouse not really my thing. Go for a full reload now, because I don't think, and then I realise, oh, there's loads of people over there I could have shot. So yeah, wasted those shots really. And of course, go. I thought it'd be worth firing my first shot off to get a tier 10 kill. Obviously bounce, still not got the premium loaded for some reason. And they're just trying to wait for a full reload here. Just so I can get a good amount of damage off before the end of the game, because it looks like we're going to win. And yeah, of course, bounce yet again. So not the best game ever, this one, but yeah, it is what it is. We got a good result in the end from on the XP board and stuff. Like I said, kind of a bit low XP these first classes, because it's a quite hard tank to use. You've got to be very careful when to unload your shells and when to keep them in. This game is not a very good demonstration of that, because I did terribly firing off shots when, I mean, if I managed to pull them off, then yes, it would have been a useful way to unload the shells. As you can see, again, wasted shot there. Course, get penned by something over there. And there, put him out, take him out of the game. Of course, bounced again. So we got over 3,000 damage and 3 kills. Hence why I got a fairly good result. Kind of waiting here, hoping that I can get at least one shell in before the enemy team. And we get the 4th kill. Again, all came down to the last few minutes of that game to get a good result, really. Got the 4 kills. Not the massive amount of damage, but it's pretty decent when you're using an auto-reloader like this. And you're in a tier 10 lobby. And we lost a little bit of money there, but not too much. As you can see, first class, top of the team. And there was a ops on to earn a free tank, tier 8 tank. Already had the tank, but I did get it in the end of this play session. It basically was the higher up you get, the more points you get in your lobby. So if you come first, you get 5 points, and so on. You also get an extra bonus point if you're using a special crew member. I didn't do that, but I was having lots of good games, so I was coming up pretty top quite often, so I managed to get through that. before my end of my play session. So that was very nice. Bit of extra cash, especially when I just bought a tier 10. So it wasn't quite such a big dent into my savings of silver. We're again not the best result. I think it's a tier 10 lobby, 2 artillery. So, and we are heavy, so we're going to get spotted pretty quickly. So we're going to sit back and just do some support, really. And there we go. Someone is over there. We get a lovely shot into him. Unfortunately, just the one shot, and we rolled really high for that one. Luckily, I'm just waiting for people to make mistakes, but unfortunately I don't think there's many of our guys to spot them. The team is spread fairly decently, but the 5 and 6 line is pretty much unprotected. Again, he seems really annoyed, so he's just suiciding for some reason. But we got a kill. We got our first kill of the game. Waiting for a full reload again. And unfortunately, we're going to struggle to pen that Type 4. Should have probably loaded heat. Again, it's one of those things where you've got an auto reloader. If you've got 2 shells in, but you see an enemy that you want to be loading heat, you kind of want to be reloading, just firing off the shots you got, and then reloading, because it'll reload the whole lot of shells. Thinking I might not get any more shots into this guy. Yeah, so I unloaded 2 shells into him. He's tier 10, and he's just again flown into his death there. Thought this guy next to me was AFK. I think he is. So that's great. So we got splashed there, and then we realised there's actually someone coming up behind us, which is fantastic. We had a medium behind us camping, which is great. This guy's blocking my shots. Awesome. This is going to be a very bad clip, guys. Missed. Of course, 1 hit into him. Very annoyed. Got blocked. A shot derped, even though it's pretty much fully aimed. And didn't track him with our last shot either, which again, not happy with. The enemy team is not doing very well. I know I was saying most of the games were absolutely total losses, but yeah, this is one of the rare games that we actually won. Like I said, I think my win rate was about 40%, absolutely abysmal. And not much I could do about it, unfortunately. Like I said, playing like this, most of my games getting pretty high on my scoreboard, but there's not much you can do if your team's kind of refusing to win, right? I really do not understand how at the beginning of every game it's that shot. Again, this is going to be terrible. Going for a free reload. He takes someone out. Very annoying. So right, we've got a shell loaded, and we get 1 shell in. But we missed that first shot. What bounced? I can't remember which now. Now I think the Type 5 is going to come round. Is it now it's coming round? Anyway, so 40% win rate. Most of my games I did really well in. So win rate really doesn't tell you how good a player is, unfortunately. It can kind of give you a general gist, but as that and again, the win rate is like you could have someone who's got lots of money. He skips all the all the upgrades, gets his tanks fully upgraded straight away. Gonna try to wait for a reload. Probably a bad idea now. Probably should take out the whole clip. He's given up, I think, this guy. He gets hit by someone else, so I'm like, he's gonna die in seconds, so let's get him out. So that's a third kill. As you can see, just over 3,000 damage again. Can't seem to hit much more than that. Well, I say that. Like I said, one of the games I didn't record, I actually got over about 5,500 direct damage, but I died before the end, and yeah, so missed the end of the game. A little bit annoying. And 3 kills, not bad. First class again. Second on my team. Yeah, like I said, if a bit of a change up, we're in the tier 6 TD, but I actually get almost as much damage in this tier 6 that I did in my tier 9 heavy just then. Ridiculous. But yeah, someone who just pays past all the upgrades, they're going to have a better result than you, because they're going to have a fully upgraded tank. Well, you might struggle to even pen the enemy if you got your stock gun in, so your win rate's going to be probably going to be not as good, right? That's just the way it is. And there's Cromwell Knight. Don't see those many of those these days. Managed to hit him and hit his fuel tank, but of course artillery's aiming for me straight away. If we can hit him again, we might be able to set him on fire, unless he repairs it. But he gets taken out anyway. Yeah, and again, it's one of those things where, unfortunately, when you're a TD like this, you've kind of got to let the enemy team kind of win, so that they come towards you, so you can actually hit them, because you can't be too aggressive in this thing. Lovely little hit into that guy as he pushes up to get spotting on damage. Unfortunately, that guy gets taken out. And take a speculative shot there, just to see if he's poked around again to see if he can spot anybody up. And yeah, unfortunately, he doesn't do that. As you can see, the aim time on this thing is pretty long, but it is pretty devastating gun on this thing. Hits damn hard. Shell velocity is pretty damn good. Pen's not bad either. But yeah, the aim time, even with, and we just of course flicked onto that guy. We tracked him as well, so we're going to try to keep him tracked, get a little bit of, and then we just go for a pen at the end of the day. We were going to finish him off. And almost fully loaded. Didn't fully aim because I thought he'd pull back quicker than that. So yeah, that was my own fault there. As you can see, I haven't got a good crew in this, but obviously I will prioritize aiming, speed and stuff like that on this, as well as stealth, to stay unspotted. And we hit his fuel tank, set him on fire. Someone else gets a shell into him. Thought he was going to get away with that. But as you can see, yeah, just over 2,000 combined. That's not bad. Still plenty of enemies to shoot. Yeah, unfortunately, at the end of the game, I do kind of miscalculate a little bit. This guy's just pushing. Absolutely crazy when he's spotted. Track him, but he gets unspotted. But he's got a bad turning circle. Can we finish him off? Yes, we do. Second kill of the game. And yeah, over 2,500 combined. Yeah, like I said, we do miscalculate here. It's a bit of a sluggish tank. It's not super fast, this thing. And that's where I kind of miscalculate at the end of the game. I should have been a bit more aggressive at this point. Because we do miss out on a bit of extra damage, which would have been very nice. at the end of the game. Could have pushed ourselves maybe to over 8,000. And we take that blind shot, and we take out our third tank. He's got to be pretty fuming, as he was unspotted. Yeah, obviously the enemy team is absolutely crumbling at this point. We've got a heavy here, got basically no one to support this heavy other than the artillery, so we're going to go in on this guy. Should have done it a bit sooner, but obviously wasn't 100% sure where the enemy team was. We're going to try to aim as much as we can. Oh, that was almost a miss. We pull back, and then we just go, right, he might hit us. He's got a derp gun, so he could do a lot of damage, but he probably isn't going to take us out. And we get about almost 3,500 combined. And yeah, there we go. We dodged that incoming shell. Realised that we're probably not going to make the artillery unless one of them is parked over in D1 or something. But looks like at least one of them is actually at the base, which is, yeah, probably not going to get there in time, unfortunately, guys. We put in HE just in case, but if I'd been a bit more aggressive on that heavy, it might have been closer to getting a shot off on these guys. Yeah, if I got... Yeah, I think maybe a bit of a stretch. If I had got to them before anybody else, I would have probably got over 4,000 and maybe a couple of extra kills. That would have definitely been a mastery, but realistically I probably was only going to get one shot into the artillery, even if I was a bit more aggressive on that heavy. But yeah, still damn good game. And yes, I think it's the final replay. Yes, the final replay. Had a pain in this tank. It's not a particularly good tank, but I went out in it and I was just like, I want one decent game in this thing before I go on to the next tank. And that's kind of how I play things. It's just like I play a random tank, but I try to have one decent game in it where I get a good result and I survive at the end of the game, or I have a really good game and maybe I die but our team wins. But yeah, here we go. I've got it's a pea shooter, guys, so hence why I've got full APCR in it. Want to make sure all these shots count, because you haven't got that many shells. I know it looks like a lot of shells, but when you're firing them this quickly and they do such little damage, and actually bounce a shell there, get a first kill of the game. Artillery is obviously going for the light tank, as it always seems to at the moment. So coming in to help our team here. And it's a Tiger, easy pen. He's probably going to be looking at us soon. We do bounce a shot there. Unfortunately, we don't track him. And our team is absolutely crumbled this side, unfortunately, guys. Yeah. So I'm thinking, right, take this guy out, maybe get away. He puts a shell into us. And we take him out. So that's another two enemies taken care of. 3 clips, and we've only done less than 2,000 damage. That's how little it does. And yeah, our ally gets taken out there. And my one last remaining tank is getting absolutely swamped there. So I'm going to head down over here, else I'm going to get absolutely annihilated. But obviously I'm going to slow down dramatically in the swamp. So if one of them gets up on the hill, I could be dead any second. So I'm trying to hurry, hoping that they don't go up on the hill. So we are going to get out of that area as fast as possible. As you can see, we've actually got more health but less tanks, so we could pull this back at this point. Let's see what we can do here. We're going to try to get back into a supporting position right now. and get some cross shots as they try to cross. But they have pushed quite heavily. I was expecting someone to come up on that hill, and doesn't actually look like anyone went up on the hill. I could have possibly stayed there, but obviously, if I did stay there, several of them would have come up. One of them kills themselves, so we have equal teams right now. They have got more health though, by 5%, and our team seems to be, I don't know, in there. And our team just crumbling right now. 10% less health. They've got 2 extra tanks and 10% more health. Again, we could still pull this back. Someone is trying to tell me what to do, and I'm thinking, right, okay. I'm trying to support these 2 guys over here. And seeing if I can get any cross shots on the guys over there. Unfortunately, not quite that good on the vision front there. We do spot someone up, but he spots me up. It's a light tank, so really want to take that guy out, and he does get taken out. So we are going to go and see if we can take care of this artillery. It's a tier 6 Thunderbolt, so we might be able to take him out. Probably not on one clip, but if he gets dragged into a fight, he might let himself out, pull out a bit, and get hit by the I think it's a T-29 we've got. And the artillery is there. We're going to track him, going to keep him in place, going to try to completely take this guy out if we can. And we do. We put a new shell in, a new clip in. We spot up this medium tank. The Thunderbolt seems to have gone. It can't have gone far. It wasn't spotted that long ago, so I presume he's probably sat up here waiting for us. Yeah, I know, bad idea to be coming up here. Again, we got 9% less health and a couple less tanks, and he's not actually sat up here. Don't know where he's gone. Medium tanks, I'm expecting a couple of maybe TDs to be even up here right now, or coming back. This is why I come this way, because I thought they might be coming through the valley. And artillery's been taken out, which is to be expected, I guess, because he's slow. He's taking some time to get up to us. And he gets tracked, which is great. Trying to keep him tracked. Hit his ammo. Miss that shot. Seeing if we can get another cheeky shot on him. Go for a full reload. Yeah, we got almost 3,000 damage, which is not bad in this tier 7 light tank. Anyway, guys, if you do like this video, do give it a like and subscribe, because I'll be bringing you more replays in the near future. You know, and all that good stuff, trying to help the channel out if you can. Kind of waiting for him to pop out. Hence we'll put rations in now. Just to see if I can extend my view range, to see if I can spot him if he pops out. Just kind of want to finish him off, to be honest. I want to put a gun out of the game, but I do not really want to get caught out here in the middle of the map. Like I said, it is a light tank, but it is a bit sluggish. It feels a bit slow to get up to speed. It's not got the best engine power, that's for sure. It's not the fastest light tank in the game. I only like to use it because it's got such a big clip, and that's quite fun. I like autoloaders and I like light tanks, but this just happens to be a not particularly good one in general. I did actually win this non-skinned version in a chest the other day. I was like, great. A duplicate. Just missed that one. Really would have liked to take him out. Of course, he's ducked down there. That is annoying. And again, he's got a fairly decent crew in by the looks of things. In a minute, 'cause he will pop up and he will spot me. And obviously, it takes me a long time to get actually up into a good amount of speed. My team seems to be pushing towards the valley. And we got spotted there. Probably by that medium, trying to get up to speed. Put one shell into that guy. Now I'm not spotted. Getting out of the way now. And we take another guy out, which is nice. So we've got 4 kills now. Just about 3,000 combined damage. Go for a full reload. Again, unspotted. Change my direction yet again. Really, again, would like to put that Thunderbolt out of action. We do have a T-29. It is one of the better tier 7 tanks, that's for sure. So, you never know. We could pull this back, right? Just trying to get into a good position. We get spotted by that flipping medium again. And of course, every shot bounces there. Every shot bounces there. But, and of course, put that guy out. And of course, my team is not there to help me. Put all our shots into him, but that's not enough to kill him, unfortunately. Go for a reload again. Thinking about going back round to finish him off. Might take a hit, but then we'd be down to 3 enemies. And unfortunately, he gets spotted there by that heavy. And then TD is getting pressured by another TD over there. So not looking for good for us at the moment. Don't want to be penned in right now. Obviously, good thing about light tanks is being able to reposition. Again, of course, that. Oh, of course, take a hit there. That was very unfortunate. And then that TD gets taken out. Yeah, everything's gone kind of wrong in a couple of seconds there. Kind of trying to put that rock between me and them so I can get unspotted. And then, yeah, we do. And of course, just not penning any of those shots. As you can see, we only got 26 shells left. Which is not very much. Not even sure I can fucking take out the whole team with that amount of shells anyway, even up a pen every single one. And of course, everything goes wrong. Trying to get in a couple of shells there. Do get an extra shell in there. But we have not got the hit points, not got the shells, and not really got the time either to probably beat all these guys. We do get 5 kills and almost 3,500 damage. But yeah, as you can see, right, I'm trying to put space between me and that heavy. I can take it out because I can stay unspotted. But yeah, if I was in something like the Vanguard, I'd be a lot more confident to maybe possibly pull this back. But in this thing, yeah, it's not going to go well, is it? Obviously, we know one of the heavies is over there. I think 2 of the heavies were over there, and then one of the TDs. Just kind of don't know where that last TD is. He could be anywhere around here. Haven't seen him for a while. Seeing if I can light up that heavy. And no, we don't. It's that. And yeah, don't want to take the risk of taking a shot there. And as you can see, yeah, just under 4,000 combined. Could I get the 6th kill here? And I got super lucky there. And of course I could have finished him off. Maybe I should have just, yeah. Never mind. It's all about what ifs and possibilities. But yeah, I got 5 kills. First class in a losing game. Never mind. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.